Hey, Fuzzy here. Today a few words about AMON AMARTH albums. I really like to listen to them from their albums. I like their concerts even more. This band is a real beast on stage. I've seen them 5 times and I am still not fed up waiting for another opportunity to go crazy with their music. They have released 11 albums so far. I have 9, and now I will try to compose my top list. This is not a list of their best albums, but a list of the ones I like the most, although I like them all equally. Let's get started. 9th place. The Crusher, 3rd album from 2001, melodic death metal from which AMON AMARTH became famous. Already established fans who own Jomsviking or Berserker, but are curious about this band's past, look no further than the great power of the Crusher. 8th place. Versus the World, 4th album from 2002. Devin Fire is the track opening the album and its great hit. The title of this song is related to crest of Johan Heck's favorite football club, Djurgårdens IF, DIF. When Johan was wearing his club jersey, someone deciphered this abbreviation as Death in Fire. Here is first issue and reissue and remastered. And Johan said it was a nice title for a song, and so here we have one of their biggest concert killers, Devin Fire. The next tracks are just as strong, fluid and catchy. Sometimes it's slower and more marching, but there's always something appealing about it. Everything is combined, cooperates, complements. Together it gives a great effect. 7th place. Berserker, the 11th and last album from 2019 so far. The music is based on several patents, which the band mixes in a slightly different configuration on each subsequent album. But it's difficult to talk about any surprise. This is death metal, Cauldron, from which AMON AMARTH pulls his tracks, seems to have no bottom because Berserker doesn't surprise with anything, but it's still very good album. It's melodic with the right dose of weight and the characteristic vocal of Johan Heck dominating all of them. The first 7 tracks are awesome for me, but then emotions fall a bit. 180 heavy vinyl, black vinyl, double edition, and 7-inch single, Raven's Flight and Crack the Sky. Metal Hammer edition. 6th place. Fate of Norns, 5th album from 2004, comparing this album to the previous ones, such as The Crusher or Versus the World. it's impossible not to notice that here it's a bit softer, more emphasis here on epicness and atmosphere, but also melody, more mid-tempos, calm and monumental moments than devastating blasts. It has in its charm. It's a truly unusual album, full of Scandinavian melancholy, still death metal, but showing a slightly different, more romantic face of AMON AMARTH. Above all, we have another great hit of the band, without which no concert will take place, the Pursuit of Vikings. Fifth place, Deceiver of the Gods, 9 album from 2013, a solid dose of melodic death metal, strong riffs, a lot of energy and a traditionally epic atmosphere. The band begin to introduce more and more elements of heavy metal to their music, putting brutality aside a bit. In the song Hell, you can hear the guest vocal of Messiah Marcolin, the former leader of Candlemas. On the contrary, Deceiver of the Gods is one of the band's best albums, even if it adds nothing new to their music, and the Snib is responsible for the sound of the album. Black vinyl, 180 gram edition. Deceiver of the Gods. Fourth place, Surtur Rising, 8th album from 2011. The cover is probably one of the most spectacular covers in the history of the band. This album is strong, intense and blunt, fast and heavy material, great work of guitarists beating strong riffs with expressive solos. There are plenty of them. Impulsive drums fits just well in this heavy atmosphere, and Johan Heck's powerful voice sound murderous. Surtur Rising, 180 gram black vinyl. Fourth place. Third place, Jomsviking, the 10th album from 2016. Jomsviking is a concept album about Viking mercenaries, and Johan Heck is the perfect visual embodiment of a Viking warrior. Usually fast, melodious, and at the beginning slowing down in the middle, then a bit faster again, and a strong accent at the ends. There are guests, the Queen of Metal, Doro Pesh, in the track of A Dream That Cannot Be. This is double LP, first issue, 180 grams, black vinyl, and 300 copies of clear grey, brown marbled vinyl ratio. They also illustrated with clips by the Polish group 13, first kill, and at dawn's first light. Jomsviking. Second place, with Oden on our side, the 6th album from 2006, powerful sounding but accessible death metal. The album is very catchy, crystal clear production. Hear every note, every beat of the drums. Compositions in a sublimate atmosphere, epic in their own way. The songs are fast, overwhelming with their power. They are also a bit slower, kept in medium tempos, but always somewhere deeply lined with the Scandinavian melancholy. However, there is always the right dose of power and metal kick. Indeed, Oden had to watch over the musicians while composing this album. And if the Vikings had known rock in the Middle Ages, they would have listened to AMON AMARTH. And finally, first place, Twilight of the Thunder God, 7th album from 2008. The success is probably in the perfect mixing of the band's characteristic patterns with the atmospheric melody of which there is a lot here, often covered with a huge wall of sound. They add really heavy riffs, kick solos and perfect drums, and of course the impressive growl of Johann Heck dominates over everything. These tracks sound like war hymns all through its death metal. The music is not tiresome. This album is incredibly balanced, and there is no unnecessary track here. Each track kills, crushes and wreaks havoc. There are guests to LG Petrov, Rope Latvala and Apocalyptica. I know AMON AMARTH before, but this was the album I was waiting for, and I bought it right after the premiere. And thanks to this album I owe my fascination with AMON AMARTH. Here is double LP with concert from Summer Breeze Open Air 2007. First place Deceiver, first place Twilight of the Thunder God. So much for me today. Take care. To the next. Cheers.